How do I get crunk in college while still maintaining a GPA that will make my parents proud? Let me know.
Don't stop, make it pop, DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see.
Greetings, Internet. Oh my thunder.
Greetings, Internet. It's Katie, and this is my roommate, Julia. Do you want to say your own name? Okay.
Julia.
And today we are answering your back to school questions because yes, it is that time again. It's actually terrifying. We're moving out of our apartment in like 12 days or something ridiculous. So, you know, it's crunch time, guys. We're getting back to the nitty gritty and we are going back to our senior year of college, which is terrifying, but it also means that we have a lot of knowledge under our belts of things that we can tell you guys. How do you make friends on the first day of college?
Definitely just be nice to everyone.
Remember their name and refer to them by their name, and you'd be surprised how it just makes that person feel like $1,000,000. And if you make someone feel good, they're gonna want to spend time with you. So don't be afraid of being like, hey, like let's get lunch.
Maybe we should go out together sometime, and you'll end up going out with a pack of 50 freshmen. There's literally like 50 people behind you and like 50 people in front of you, and you're all going to the same party. Focus on friendships when you're sober because you're gonna be best friends with everyone when you're drunk, probably.
It's true.
And then the next day you're like, oh god, what was that girl's name? You need to get numbers and then not be afraid to text them the next day and be like, let's grab lunch.
Get people's phone numbers.
They'll love it.
Get people's phone numbers, that's a big deal. Also, when you give someone your phone number, make sure to text yourself. Or like have them text you so you get their number and you can actually follow up.
Don't be the girl going around at every party like
oh my god, take a picture with me.
Don't do that.
Kate Mitchell has a really long, she's got a lot of questions. Kate, if you're watching this, we got your back, we got you.
I got you with the hangover
remedies. She wants to know the hangover remedies. Julia's really good at like remedies in general.
So what I go to, as I've mentioned in previous videos, is apple cider vinegar. Basically dilute it in some water, take like a tablespoon, also eat with that because it can kind of make your stomach upset, and it actually just kind of like cleanses your body. Also, what else is there?
Apple cider vinegar is good for hangovers, but for de-bloating, we have a really good tip. The papaya pills, because you eat a huge dinner, like let's be real, like before you go out, before you drink, you need to eat dinner. Don't think you can get away with not eating dinner.
Don't eat a salad and think you're not
I get you, like being bloated when you're gonna wear something tight, like is not the best feeling, and no one wants to like take photos if they feel bloated or etc. Eat because you will hate yourself the next day if you don't. Second of all, take a papaya pill. You know, they're all natural and you can find them easily. Milk thistle pills.
Milk thistle.
Also before you go out, because those
take it.
Kind of, they do something good to your liver.
It basically absorbs the alcohol out of your liver, if I'm not mistaken. If you know otherwise, feel free to correct
us.
You just wake up with no hangover. I mean, my personal favorite.
My gosh.
I have this next to my bed 24/7.
Maybe, you know, a loaf of bread on hand.
Some fresh baguette.
I wish as a freshman someone told me that. I had some really bad hangovers as a freshman. What's one thing that you wish you knew on your first day of freshman year in college? I wish I knew that like the best was yet to come in terms of my friend group, because I will say like my freshman year friend group, if they're watching this it's gonna be kind of awkward, but like I didn't click with them and I was kind of pissed at myself for not clicking with them. Like I thought it was something wrong with me. But in actuality, I just hadn't found the right people yet. So like the first few weeks of college, I wasn't homesick. I never felt homesick. I mainly was just kind of confused because I remembered seeing all like the shows and like reading all the books about college and thinking like, oh, I'm gonna meet my like best friends the first week. And like for some people like that does happen for some people. Some people find their husbands on the first day of college, but like I wish that someone had told me like, hey, like it's okay.
Don't close your mind because you're always going to be making more friends and getting closer with people you wouldn't expect. Like honestly, when I met Katie, I was like, oh, here's this YouTuber. Thinks she's all that in a bag of chips, and then look at us now.
It's true, we live together in New York City. Like you never know. Don't get discouraged if college, you know, at first doesn't seem like it's supposed to in your head. Like
that's so important because everyone thinks you have to go to college and go to a frat party every night. Like given I do that for the most part, because this one will go out on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and never take a break. You can do other things, is the point.
Noelle wants to know, how is the process of joining a sorority? So it's like, you just gotta just be
yourself.
I hate saying that.
I hate saying it, but
it sounds so cliche, but it's like,
people know when you're not being.
No. Like, you can be the best faker in the entire world, but if you are not being genuine, like, people are gonna know. And like, no one wants to be known as the girl that's fake.
For example, I remember when I was recruiting, Katie actually was like, hey, you gotta meet this girl, you're gonna love her, you're gonna just think she's so great. And I met her, I could see through her, I could see that she was trying so hard.
I liked her.
And then she ended up not being a part of.
She's just not in our story.
Don't like bend over backwards to impress these people if you don't feel that you fit in with them. You know, just because you heard it was cool, like a cool sorority. Like, who cares?
Molly Ann wants to know, what is the best drink to day drink with?
And I learned this from just like taking a sip of some girl's drink at a day drink once, and I was like, where did you get this? It's amazing. You go to Starbucks, right? Go to your nearest Starbucks.
God.
No, I promise you.
No, it's good. I can agree.
It's like
I can attest to
what
this.
is it? Like a $2-3 drink. You get the largest
this size, venti size.
Of lime or hibiscus refresher, whatever it is, or maybe one of the teas if you so desire. Don't think I'm an alcoholic, but I can actually put up to like 5 shots of vodka in it.
Because the refreshers have like caffeine in it, so you drink part of it, you know, kind of get it down there, and just pour. Like, what kind of vodka? I guess we usually I go for Tito's because it's gluten-free, and a lot of our friends are gluten-free.
If you want something low calorie and takes away the taste of your alcohol, you do however much alcohol you want, and then fill it with ice and water, and then you take those little like Mio or Dasani squirt packets.
Crystal Light. Crystal Light's really good.
The squirty things.
Yeah. Oh, another drink. Okay, another drink. Listen to this. If you're not into vodka, with rum, if you mix rum with coconut water, pineapple juice, and a little bit of ginger ale, amazing combination, okay? And like usually I'll make a big picture of this and bring it to like whatever pregame or something we have. So freaking good.
Nice.
And I made it once, and everyone was like, "What is this?" I'm like, it's my secret potion. And that is my secret potion. I'm not a big rum person, but like if I want to, we usually use Malibu. Do you remember what you did the first week of college? Like you need to just be careful. Like be careful about your
pace yourself.
Yeah. Pace yourself. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Everyone's
learn your limits.
Learn your limits.
Make your own drinks. Like if some guy comes up to you with some like nondescript cup of alcohol and he's like, "Here you go." Don't be like, "Oh, thanks, great," and just like, because he's a cute guy, take it.
I'm a big believer, and like freshman year, I still do this, and I believe it, you know, to this day. Pre-game harder than you drink at the party.
Ugh, I hate
because it's hard. It's hard to do that, but it's like my thing is I like pre-gaming a little extra. So then like I go to the party and I'm not like completely sober when I walk in the door. Don't be like blackout, but like, you know, kind of, you know, warm yourself up a little bit, and then by the time it wears off, you can go to bed and not be spinning and like be able to sleep and wake up not hungover. How to run your life like a motherfucking girl boss like you. Aw, that's nice. Know when to say no, surprisingly. Like know when you've had too much on your plate.
Confidence is a very attractive quality. Boys will find confidence attractive. And there's a fine line between confidence and cockiness.
How to be confident is like boiled down to one thing at first. When you're a freshman, it's really hard. Even as sophomore, I wasn't very confident. Like I remember going in, we lived in the sorority house together. Like I remember the day before, you know, moving into the sorority house, me being so nervous. Say the things that you're gonna say, you know, loud and proud. Don't let your voice, you know, tremble. Whatever, that's kind of a metaphor. But like stand up for yourself. If you're being pushed around, stand up for yourself.
When you have your own opinions on things and they're different from someone else's, people will listen and they'll be like, "Oh wow, that's cool that you have something different to say and a different outlook on things." It sounds so dumb and so easy, but always be nice. You do not want to be the bitch who's like looking another girl up and down.
You know, if you want to make friends, the easiest way to make friends is be the type of person that people want to spend time with because they make you feel better. You know, you will find people like that, and like strive to be that type of person who just makes people feel
because then people will always want to be around you.
Yeah, and then you will never struggle having plans and like meeting people and like getting a job later. Like if you have people skills and you are a nice person, like people will want to help you out later on in life. That's it. That's a good ending. That's a good place to end. This video is gonna be like 18,000 hours long. I hope I was strategic with editing. And that's it for this video. If you want to follow Julia, I'll have her information in the description box below so you can creep on her. Guys, look at, I've been putting my flowers. Oh, they weren't even in the shop the whole time. In my alcohol bottles that I use, I've been putting flowers in them. Just Katie things. Okay, that's it for this video. Bye.